This is Tim Bannock from Release List and Banger Headlines. I'm speaking with Xavier Rudd of Xavier Rudd and Izentaba. They just released Kunyam Sung, and they are currently touring with Rodrigo y Gabriela right now. I'm going to see you guys pretty soon at the Greek Theater, I think it is, next week in Los Angeles. And you guys have some touring plans all through August and September, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're in the U.S. until the 19th of September.
Well, let's get this underway. First off, can you just give me a little background on how you got together with the guys you're touring with and some of the people who played on Kunyam Sung?
Yeah, we met in Austria a couple of years ago. I guess we had a strong connection, really strong, deep respect for what we do, for each other's thing, and then we that's about it. I stayed in touch with the bass player Theo, and then my drummer left, and I spoke to him, and basically, we said let's do it. We got together for rehearsal and never looked back. Like, we've been playing ever since. So we've been playing together for about a year now, and it's really powerful. It's awesome.
That's great. And you had a couple different vocalists appear on the album too. How did you guys get them involved?
No, that's them.
All three.
Actually, no. There's some Aboriginal family that from back home that are singing on there too. There's one on one song called Badimo. There's an Aboriginal vocalist who's someone who I know really well, but the rest of it's just us.
Oh, that's great. So when you guys are on your tours now, it's just going to be the three of you on stage, or do you guys have any other guests or anything?
No, it's just three of us.
Now that we're talking about you guys being on tour, what's the worst touring that you've seen on the road? You don't have to name names, but the worst touring habit.
I don't know, man. It's all pretty bad. I've seen some, touring's pretty toxic on the environment. I live in a sustainable home, and I have a small impact on the environment. It's what I'm used to. When I go out on the road, I feel like it's a whole different story. So there's nothing that's great. Even our touring situation, it's not great. I can't say it is.
Right.
But we're pretty minimal compared to a lot of artists. There's a lot of artists that's got excessive riders and, just a lot of crap. That's unnecessary, I think.
Did you do anything differently in the studio on this last album to keep things interesting, or what did you guys do that was either different or the same that really worked for you guys?
It's always interesting. I guess the different part was that I was doing this with Theo and Andy, who are incredible players. And I've never had vocal harmonies like I had on this record. And then, the vocals, especially Andale, the drummer, he's got such a beautiful voice. So that was really cool to see those flavours unravel. But we sort of did it the same way. We recorded it live, most of the music, and we just let it happen. Now that you're on the road in the U.S., is there anything you particularly like or don't like about being on the road out here? It's good. I love coming to America. America's been a great place for me for music. People have really supported me and been passionate about what I do from when I first started coming here and spreading the word. Whether it be recording my shows and sharing it online or whatever. It's really been a good place for me. I love it. Sometimes, I'm a coastal person. I come from a small town. Sometimes, traveling through the middle or whatever in big cities, and I get a bit claustrophobic. But I feel like a bit lost from what I know. But other than that, it's great, mate. It's a good place. There's good people here. There's good culture here. It's a good place, Can you name really quick 3 other names that begin with the letter X, except aside from your own? Proper names, though? Any proper names of people? Oh, you mean artists? Yeah, sure. Oh, no. I haven't thought about it. Let me think. I don't know of any other Xaviers. Is it true? I don't know, man. You just stumped me. No, I can't think of it. That's what we try to do here at Release List, to see if we can stump the people we interview. Yeah, you definitely stumped me, man. See, you should have gotten Zena at least, because she's Australian.
Well,
Who?
Lucy Lawless is Australian.
Who?
Xena, the warrior princess.
Oh, the warrior princess, mate.
No, she's an ex.
Oh, okay, she was hot too, from memory.
Yes, actually, she still is. She was on a new show, Battlestar Galactica. But,
okay, maybe we'll have to hook up then and talk about the name.
Hey, don't forget she's a singer too, so you guys can always have her guest on the album.
All right, track it down, man. Track it down for me.
All right, I'll contact her publicist.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
I like your style, man.
I do what I can. I try to match people up. Yeah. All right. So when we do interviews here at Releaseless, we do something called the lightning round, and there's 4 questions. The first one is, who would win in a fight? Would it be Rodrigo, Gabriella, or David Bowie?
Rodrigo and Gabriella, sure, mate. They'd kick his ass. Oh, you mean them two of them together?
Yeah, if they can both say they both beat David Bowie, then it's them just versus each other. Right? Who's gonna win? Metallica or Megadeth?
Megadeth, mate.
Ah, yes. What are you listening to? Any current metal CDs?
Well, I just saw a really good Australian band who's on that circuit. You know, progressive sort of metal circuit. You know, Tool style thing. They're called Carnival. Tool. I love Tool. I'm a huge Tool fan.
Here's the question. I'm criminally insane and I own 1 CD. What is it?
I don't know what their albums are called, but any one of the Nickelback albums.
Really? Okay. Nickelback, huh?
I can't stand that band. It's fucking horrible.
Nice. I can only agree with you, actually.
Horrible, man. I'd go criminally insane if I'd listen to that.
That's definitely, I think, the best answer we've gotten to that question, actually.
Good.
All right. The last question in the lightning round. What's the corniest or cheesiest song that you know how to play on guitar?
I don't know, mate. It'd have to be one of mine. That's all I really play. So pick whatever one of mine you think's cheesy and put that.
Last question, we'll wrap this up, is what's next for you guys? And what else is going on in the future for XAVIER Rudd and the band?
We're just, more of the same, mate. I feel musically, I feel really good. I feel free, and I feel different. It's like I've had a lot of changes in my life, and I feel pumped to play music, and I feel like I'm actually writing some really interesting shit at the moment, and I'm excited to get back in the studio and keep creating, It's great.
So that's probably going to happen right after the tour is back to the studio to put something else out, right?
Yeah, and we'll get in there pretty quick. But I don't know, man. I mean, there's no rush, but sometime next year we'll get in there.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. We're going to be seeing you on, I believe it's the 18th at the Greek Theater in L.A., so we'll be there taking pictures and covering the show, and, hopefully we'll get a chance to meet up and rock some jams. This is Tim Bannock from Release List and Bang Your Headlines.